Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Prism plotter application. So you can find the Prism plotter web application, the source code in this GitHub repository. And as usual, look for the link in the description. And currently it is hosted on the free community version of the Streamlit. So it's temporarily available at this URL as well, but it may not be available by the time you are seeing the video. But in that case, feel free to um, copy this repository and install it on your system. Okay, so how to use this? It's simple. So all you have to do is drag and drop the zip file that you want to plot, and the type of zip file that this application will work. The structures that have two layered repeatedly stacking. So it's bi-layered stacking type structures will work with this plots. For example, here I have ALB2, and if I load this, we can see this will be automatically plotted by this structure. So we can see the two layers. So one is this hexagonal, one is made of this hexagonal prisms. Likewise, the otherwise is made of trigonal prisms. And there are several options that you can play with in the software. So the first is you can show labels if you want to by toggling this toggle. Now you can see the label, and okay, so it is a bit crowded, and if you want to reduce the size, you can use the marker size to adjust the size. So now you see the markers are very small, and we can also go ahead and reduce the thickness, line width of the cell as well as the prisms. So I'm going to set 2 for both of them. Okay, they are a little bit better. And there's one more thing that's doesn't look right, is that the legend is overlapping with the image, so we want that to be further down. So that can be adjusted by tweaking this number. So I'm going to set this to -22. So more negative is lower and more positive is higher. So that's how you can adjust the relative positions of the legend with respect to the figure. Let's switch off the labels. And then you can also, so in this diagrams, so these structures have 2 layers of atoms, right? So one layer is indicated by this filled markers, whereas the other layers is indicated by this open markers. And if you want to separate the structure, like if you want to show only one type of one layer per figure, you can do so using this toggle, where you can separate atoms by layer. And of course, you can swap this with other if you want to. So I'm going to switch this off. Okay, so that's the options on this side. On the right side, we have a little more. The first is you can change the color of the element. For example, let's say I want aluminum to be a little more green rather than that red that we had. So you can just change the color using this color picker, and it'll be reflected here. And then there's one more option, is that let's say you have multiple different prisms in one structure, and let's say it looks crowded. And if you want to just look at say one type, say for example, I don't want to look at any hexagonal prisms. So to do that, we can switch off hexagonal number 6. So that'll switch off hexagonal prism. So if your structure were to happen hexagonal and trigonal on the same layer, in that case, hexagonals will be switched off by toggling this option. And likewise, you can play with the others too. And then we have one more option, is that for the aluminum side, which is this, the selected prism is 6, hexagonal prism. But you can also plot 3, and of course 4 and 5 as well. So to visualize those, you can select the prism that you want to visualize, and that'll show the prism with that number. And of course, it won't always look good. So that is something that we are constantly trying to improve upon. But if the choice doesn't look correct, the first choice doesn't look correct, you can tweak using these options. Yeah, so that is a quick rundown on the plotting Prism plotter application, and you can save the plots as PNG files using these buttons. And that's it. Have a good one. Thank you.